What is up, guys? My name is Pocketcraft and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get every special Alolan form Pokemon in Cobblemon, including my favorite of all time, Alolan Exeggutor, who looks ridiculous. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video because I'll be saving the best ones for last and you don't want to miss out. And if you learned anything new in this video or if it's helpful at all, please hit that subscribe button. We're really pushing to 20k subscribers and we'd love to have you as part of the team. We'll start off with the simplest one first and save the best for last. Alolan Rattata is actually just a common spawn in the overworld. You've probably seen one already. It's very common in caves as well. Definitely not a hard one to find, but if you want it, you can find it pretty much anywhere in the overworld. And then if you want Alolan Raticate, you just need to level it up to level 20 at nighttime. And then you can just simply evolve it into Alolan Raticate, who's got to have the chubbiest cheeks of all time. For this next one, we're going to head over to the beach with our turtle friends. Alolan Pikachu will spawn in tropical island or beach biomes. You can tell when it's Alolan Pikachu because its eyes will be blue. Then if you want to evolve it, you can just right click it with a Thunderstone like you would a normal Pikachu. And then you'll see here that this will evolve into Alolan Raichu rather than the normal Raichu, who has got to be one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Alolan Vulpix is one of the most popular Alolan forms of all time, and it spawns in snowy taiga or forest biomes. Now obviously this is not a snowy taiga or forest biome, but for some reason in my creative tutorial world, all the snowy biomes are several thousand blocks away. But it's just an uncommon spawn in those biomes, so it shouldn't be too hard to find in any snowy biome. And you can just right click it with an ice stone, and then you can evolve it into Alolan Ninetales, which is a pretty awesome Pokemon to have on your team, and a great addition for competitive battling. Alolan Diglett is a pretty easy one to find. He's a common spawn in most of the overworld. You can just evolve him into Alolan Dugtrio by leveling up, and the best place to look for him is probably in caves that aren't too deep. He does stop spawning, I think, below Y level 0, but above that, he's pretty easy to spawn, and you can evolve him into this awesome Alolan Dugtrio with luscious locks. Fabio. Likewise, Alolan Meowth is actually a common spawn in the overworld. I found near villages he seems to spawn a lot, but he shouldn't be too difficult to find. And then if you level him up high enough, you can evolve him into Alolan Persian, which is pretty much, again, just normal Persian, but with way chubbier cheeks and a different color. So I don't know what it is about the Alolan forms and chubby cheeks, but it's definitely a thing. Speaking of common spawns, Alolan Geodude is a common spawn in the overworld. He should be very easy to find. He's an awesome Pokemon to add to your team. For some reason, a lot of the Alolan Pokemon are actually very common spawns, which is super nice, making him easy to find, with a few exceptions such as Pikachu. Then Alolan Geodude, evolving him is not very complicated. It's just like normal Geodude. You can evolve him into Graveler just by leveling up. And Alolan Graveler looks pretty sweet here, and then you can evolve him either by trading or by right-clicking with a link cable, and you can get him into Alolan Golem, which has got to be one of my favorite Cobblemon forms. He's got this awesome electrical shooter here and a gangster mustache. If you've made it this far in the video, please smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll get into the next Pokemon. Now, Alolan Exeggcute is kind of like Pikachu. It'll spawn in those tropical island and beach biomes. You can tell it's the Alolan one because all of these shells here are unbroken. Whereas normal Exeggcute here, that will evolve into a normal Exeggutor, has all of these broken shells. Then if you want Alolan Exeggutor, which I highly recommend because I think it's one of the best models in the whole game, you can just right click Exeggcute or your Alolan Exeggcute with a leaf stone, click evolve, and then he will evolve into this monstrosity who is ginormous and definitely a fun one to have in a pasture block. These guys will actually spawn as well in those tropical biomes, which is a lot of fun to see walking around in the wild. Now last but certainly not least, one of people's favorite Alolan forms, Alolan Marowak, is actually pretty easy to find. If you catch a Cubone in the nether and then level it up, you can evolve it into Alolan Marowak. It's not that hard to find Cubones in the nether, so it shouldn't be too hard to come across, and then it's just a simple matter of leveling it up. You just have to be careful of guys like these in your way who might try and take you out. But apparently he runs away from evolving Marowak, so he knows who's boss. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out this video right here where I teach you how to get every Hisuian form Pokemon in Cobblemon.